Hello everyone, I am Sanket Vavadia and today I am going to presentation on the topic the Rasas as a spring of art in Indian aesthetics. Here is my academic information, table of contents, research question and hypothesis. My research question is how does the concept of rasa in Indian aesthetics as a outline in the Natya Shastra function as an emotional and spiritual essence that elevates artistic expression across classical and contemporary Indian art forms. And my hypothesis is the theory of rasa rooted in Bharat Natya Shastra not only form of a foundation of Indian aesthetics but also continue to be relevant and transformative, shaping emotional engagement and narrative depth in modern Indian performing arts and cinema. Let us start with the introduction of Natya Shastra. As we know, the Natya Shastra is the best Sanskrit uh, ancient text by Bharat Muni. So it was a great text by Bharat Muni, and it was a often regarded as the fifth Veda. As we know, the four ancient Vedas like Rig Veda, Samved, Yajur Veda, and uh, Atharva, Yajur Veda and Atharveda. But Natya Shastra often considered as the fifth Veda. Uh, it is written in Sanskrit mainly in a sloka with some prose, and the time of written in the estimate between the 5th century BC and 7th 8th century CE. Uh, in a Natya Shastra covers the diverse aspect of theaters like origins, performance, dance, music, plot, acting, gesture, costume, character types, etc. So all those things discussed in the Natya Shastra. Influence and legacy. Uh, the Natya Shastras inspired by medieval texts like Dashrupak by Dhananjay also influenced this text, and the second one is the surviving commentary uh, by Abhinav Bharti by Abhinav Gupta in 10th and 11th century. Definition of rasa. Rasa is a foundational concept of Indian art and aesthetics, particularly within classical dance, drama, music, literature, originating in the ancient texts of Natya Shastra. Rasa refers to the emotional essence or mood evokes in the audience through artistic performance. It represents the transcendental joy or emotional resonance, combine elements like a narrative expression, music, and rhythm. So, in the definition of rasa, we see the uh, we can see in the classical aesthetics in ancient times like a dance, drama, music, and literature, etc. Types of rasa. So total nine types of rasa, but primarily consider eight types of rasa, and the ninth type of rasa is shant rasa, which was later added in the Natya Shastra. So here is each type of rasa: Shringar, Hasya, Karun, Rudra, Veer, Bhayanak, Bibhats, Adbhut, and Shanta. The Shant ras is a later add on. This is the facial expression of rasa. Example of rasas. In a, I put this ancient or some Sanskrit text of example of use of rasa in a Abhignan Sakuntalam by Kalidas, use of a Sringar rasa in this text. Second one is Veni Samharam by Bhas, use of Rudra rasa in this text. Third one is a Kiratarjuniam by Bharvi, use of Utsaras. Fourth one is a Urubhang by Bhas, use of Pieras. Origin and development of rasa. First, we see the term the rasa. Rasa come from the Sanskrit root, and it was a meaning of a taste or a flavor. Flavor we can say that as a rasa, and in the concept of Indian aesthetic, rasa refers to the sentiment or aesthetic emotion that evokes the audience. Now we see the origin and development of rasa. The uh, it was rooted in a Bharat's Natya Shastra, the time between the 200 BC to uh, 200 CE. Uh, Initially linked to a psychological test, rasa is equal to a flavor, evokes into the metaphor for emotional expression in art. So initially the rasa linked with the psychological test, and it also evolved from the as a metaphor emotional experience in art. Uh, so as I say in the previous slide, Bharat identify 8 rasas derived from basic emotions and later add the 9 rasa. So primarily we can see the 8 rasa is used in the text, but the shant rasa add on later. Rasa become the central concept of Indian aesthetics. The We can say that, and also some critics also say that the rasa is the central concept of Indian aesthetic, like rasa is the soul of art. So we can say that the rasa become the central concept of Indian aesthetic, and a soul means without body but no have soul, so it is worthless. So same in a natya shastra, same in a some dramatic. Without rasa, it without rasa it will be failed without rasa. And rasa arises from artful representation, not direct emotion expression. So rasa is a artful representation, not emotional expression. uh, the concept of rasa evolved into a comprehensive aesthetic philosophy, influenced poetry, drama, etc. So rasa concept evolved into various literary forms like poetry, drama, novel, etc. There are some key contributors of rasa theory. First one is Bharat, laid the foundation of Nati Shastra. The second one is Bhattanayak, aesthetic experience as a transcendental state. Third one is Abhinav Gupta. It dependent rasa theory introduced the concept of a mental state and emotional synthesis. So these are the key contributors of rasa theory, and they give theory of rasa. Rasa is the soul of art. As I say in the previous slide, uh, in the Natya Shastra, chapter 6, written this quote, Nahi Ratsa Dhrute Kassi Dartha Pravartate. It means the without rasa, not possible, not possible artistic expression. So rasa become the central concept of art. Rasa add emotional depth, beauty, and significance of art. So rasa in a artistic expression, rasa adds emotional depth, beauty, and significance of art. Rasa creates bridge between artist and viewers. So rasa create bridge between artist and viewers. So rasa is the soul of art, we can say that. It is the emotional and spiritual essence that make memorable and impactful. So artistic expression with rasa make a memorable and impactful. Rasa is what elevated art from mere imitative and soulful expression. Relevance of rasa theory today. So used in a modern performing arts and traditional art. Also I put this example of the classical and contemporary theaters like Bharatnatyam, Kathak, and other form of still use rasa as a base. So here I put the map of traditional dance like Bharatnatyam, Kathak, Kuchipudi, etc. And uh, in a different state, performing different art, different dance, different art. So in the traditional folk dance also use the rasa, foundation for Indian aesthetics, form of core of Indian drama, dance, music, cinema, and literature even today. So in a Indian drama, dance, music, cinema, literature also use the rasa. Influence in cinema, Bollywood and regional films
Okay,
use
it
rasa
is
like.
already 9 minutes now. Yeah, okay. And we don't have any questions also still to be asked.
Okay, sir. These are some also used in Bollywood and cinema. Also use this type of rasa. These are some example of contemporary example of use of rasa. In the conclusion, so in the Natya Shastra also use of this type of conclusion. And this is my references.